So I'm going to record a better video later on with a little more information, but I wanted to get this out there because I feel like it's important. Please, if you are in an abusive relationship, please leave. And what I mean by leave is make a plan to leave safely. And after I tell you my story, you'll see why. I did not know that leaving a abusive relationship is the most dangerous time that in the domestic violence situation. Sorry, I have a hamster that I'm letting out. And basically what happened was him and I both were on drugs and toxic to each other. I was driving to the methadone clinic for us to go to, and we were fighting about my son. We had many times before. He was jealous of my son. Anyway, and almost halfway there, we're fighting, and he pours Mountain Dew on me, and he's turning up the radio because this song came on, and I don't know why I'm yawning so much, he pours Mountain Dew on me. He's turning the radio up, I'm turning it down. Stupid children. And this is also another thing of why you should never fight in the car with your significant other. And I told him I wanted out of the relationship, that it was toxic, that I could not do this anymore. What, honey? Oh, come here. Say hi. And I was in the fast lane, and he jerks the wheel a little bit, and I look at him and I'm like, what the fuck? And I remember looking at him, and he said, Ashley, you want to see something fucking crazy? And he pulls the steering wheel at 70 miles per hour. He was a truck driver. He knew what he was doing. He admitted that. And we went off, or he was trying to get us to go off this embankment that we would have died for sure. At the time, I didn't know, but I had osteoporosis from taking steroids for my Crohn's disease for a long time. And I was having some issues with my back prior, having pain. And, after he pulled the wheel, I was lucky enough to turn it back to where we did not flip the car. But it spun many, many times, and I remember going backwards and seeing traffic just stop behind me, but now it's in front of me. And we went into the median, and no more, honey. No more. We went into the median, and you know the poles that hold like the wire. I kept hearing that hit the back of my trunk. It was like, and I'm just like, it's probably gonna impale one of our heads. We had a dog in the car, his dog. Thank God the dog was okay. And basically, my car, when we almost stopped, it went up like this. So I'm up in the air, and it slams back down. When it slams back down, I felt a pop in my back. And then next 10 seconds after that, you know when your leg or something falls asleep and you have the needle pain? I had that, but it was very intense, my waist down. I tried to get out of the car. I tried to move my legs or my toes, anything, and I couldn't. I instantly knew I was paralyzed. And then I kind of fell, and I had to hold myself up because I didn't have a spine connected anymore. He broke 6 vertebrae in my back. I'm a T11 to L2 incomplete. And because it was a domestic violence situation, I was stupid enough to blame it on me. And I regret that every day. Because he basically just got away with it besides the guilt. And then my Facebook got hacked, so I didn't have proof to do anything afterwards. And then by the time I found proof, it was a year too late. Statute of limitations had passed. So, the moral of this story: never fight in a car. If you are in a domestic violence situation, it will not get better. They will not go back to who they were. I don't care if you have kids. I don't care if you have nowhere to go. Go to a shelter, do anything. Because I guarantee you, if they hit you, they will do more. I was friends with this man for 15 years. We dated for 5, married, I don't know how long, but I never ever thought that he would do something like that. So please listen, because I have seen exact same situations at this, even videos of men doing the same thing, and they didn't survive. And you always think it's not going to happen to you, but I guarantee you it can, and it will. So,